So, you want to learn the 5 secrets on how to become the highest version of yourself? Okay, let me tell you. My name is Lolita, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So, let me show you how this whole thing works. So, this is a baseline, right? This is a baseline of all the decisions that you decide to make, whether they're decisions that are good for you or bad for you. And this is you right now, I'm assuming, all upset in a lower version of yourself. While the highest version of yourself that's already existing is thriving and doing really, 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 really good for themselves. So you might be asking, well, how do I get to here from having nothing? Well, that's the best thing to start from nothing. So the first thing you have to do to become the highest version of yourself is to first get rid of everything that's no longer serving you. The lower version of yourself here is probably having what? Money issues. So you have no money. Maybe you're having relationship issues, right? Oh, let me go ahead and draw that, right? Maybe you're having food issues, like no food, or maybe you're eating too much food, or maybe you're overindulgent into drugs or something like that. It could be anything. Like, once you figure out all these things that are no longer serving you, you need to get rid of them. Whether it's quitting your pill addiction or you are a chronic smoker, you want to get rid of that. That's how you're going to get to this version of you. Do you want to have a better relationship? Are you in a toxic relationship with someone who's no good for you, but you're too afraid of being alone? Break up with them. How are you supposed to get to this person and this version of you right here if you keep constantly going back to the same patterns and doing the same things? Until you break the patterns and the cycles, that's the only way you get up to here. Or even money wise, why do you not have money? I know a lot of people, yes, they are going through different things, especially because the price of living has gone up. However, if you know you're blowing your money on foolishness like drugs, or you're spending it on stuff like food, then you need to be reallocating those funds in order to become the highest version of you. As well, what goes with this is like having a dirty room, and that could be like anything. That could be like your dirty environment, a dirty office, anything like that. You have to realize that negativity breeds and lives in filth. If you have a filthy space or a filthy area, clean it right now. I'm telling you, if you clean your dirty space or your dirty room right now, the vibrations around you are going to feel better. You're going to feel lighter all around you, and you're not going to feel as stressed because your thoughts are going to be bouncing off of cleanness instead of negativity. Okay, so until you get rid of all these things right here, all the problems that you can find in your life, you're not going to level up. And if you believe in God or you trust in the universe, how is the universe supposed to give you new things and new opportunities if you're going to keep repeating the same cycles that aren't good for you? Because you know that doing this is way more easier than doing this. The easiest thing in life is to give up. But if you keep trying, you'll always become the highest version of yourself. After you get rid of everything that no longer serves you, you need to readjust and realign. You need to go back to baseline after getting rid of all these things and figure out all the things you haven't been doing, whether that's working out, or that could be eating healthy, or you know what? It could be like having a good relationship with people. I'm just going to put a heart for that right here. Those are just some examples of things that you should be thinking about. How are you going to become this highest version of you? What are the things that you know in your brain that you haven't been doing? Do them right now. Don't keep saying, oh, I'm going to do it tomorrow, because it's never going to get done. If you want to make the change and have a better version of your reality, it all starts within you, whether that's doing your laundry, going for a walk and getting those 10,000 steps, drinking water, getting rid of all the junk food in your house, and starting over with fresh foods. Realign yourself to the point where there's no excuse not to win. Okay? Whether you have to make a to-do list every morning so you remember the things that you have to do and not procrastinate, or even if you have to have somebody trusted around you to help you go and motivate you for these goals. Motivation doesn't come out of anywhere. Motivation comes from that force of doing what you don't want to do, even when you have to do it. You just sitting in comfort in this isn't going to get you anywhere in your life. But if you go ahead and you keep feeding yourself with good things, good thoughts, good people, a good environment, you're going to immediately get to this higher version of you. Whether that is you having a brand new house, well, you're going to have to figure out, How am I going to have a new house if I'm stuck here? So when you realign yourself with your goals and setting goals, you're setting many goals or realistic goals that are going to get you to here. So for example, you having no money and finding ways of reallocating those funds that you've been spending money on can help you get a new house. You setting up a savings account, maybe you've never had it because you've been comfortable with only working with the money that you have. You have to figure certain things out, whether you want to be married and have a brand new relationship. You have to do inner work, shadow work, realign yourself so that when these things do come to you from all your hard work, all these blessings, they're going to come to you quick and speedily because you've already aligned yourself with these things. All right, so for the third secret is to take action. If you know there's something that you need to get done, get that done. No matter if it's something that's small or if it's something that's big. Avoiding people that you were hanging out with before that are going to lead you back to this environment, or continuously every day working to get towards your goal. You're not going to get magically a better life just because you decide, oh, I'm going to eat healthy today. No, you have to take action every single day. In order to be a winner, in order to succeed, you have to have a sacrifice every single day. There's always going to be something you have to sacrifice. You think these billionaires and millionaires, you think they're just going throughout their day willy nilly? No, they sacrifice something every day, whether it's not going back to their bad behaviors or bad patterns, or it could be just not indulging into drugs and alcohol and things like that. You have to think what sacrifice that you have to make every day in order to get to this version of yourself that you've always wanted to be in life, because it's not going to magically appear if you don't do anything. You have to take actions along with your goals to get to where you want to be. It's just like peanut butter and jelly. Just think about it that way. You can't want all of this, but you only have bread and some peanut butter. You need the jelly to get to here, okay? That's the only way you're going to get to where you need to be. Along with taking action, I would say do things for yourself almost like you're dating yourself. Would you want somebody to half ass the things that they're about to do for you? Half ass get gifts, half ass clean up, half ass love you, do things like that? No, you want to take all your energy, all your strength, all that momentum that you have within you and give your all to yourself, especially if you want to be in a relationship or something like that. How you going to be in a relationship and you don't even love yourself? That don't even make sense to me. Yeah, you could be in a relationship, but this is about to go into the next step, which is mirroring. The relationships that you have is a mirror of you. So in order for you to understand and to be the highest version of yourself, you have to mirror image yourself. You have to mirror yourself and you have to look at the things that are good and are bad. You have to see, why do I act like this? Why am I a manipulator? Why am I lazy? Why do I have an issue making friends with new people? Why do I accept only toxic relationships or the bare minimum? They call that shadow work, actually. And shadow work is a good way to not only heal your inner child, but to get in front of everything that has been blocking you from your goals. And also with mirroring yourself, you have to see the things that you're indulging in. If you're mirroring yourself, you're paying attention to the music that you listen to. You're paying attention to the imagery that you're looking at. Are you sitting down all day listening to very sad music? Are you sitting down every day listening to music that isn't good for your growth? Or are you watching stuff online that is full of lust, that are full with unrealistic standards, that are full with brain rot things that are not actually educating you? When you're mirroring yourself, you need to look at every aspect of your life that you can better, okay? Just like how you look at your partner and you can see all the little things that you may want to help them change or improve in your life, it's the same thing you have to do with yourself. If you know that every day you're going to scroll on social media and you're going to watch things that are not good for your development, then you need to change the stuff that you're watching. Every time you go online, like on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, you need to adjust your feed to educational things. I'm serious. If you could search up big back recipes that you can cook tonight, you can go onto the search bar and search up the stuff we're talking about right now. How to realign your energy, how to make money online, how to get into a relationship in a nice, healthy way, how to realign your energy and become the highest version of you. Okay? It doesn't matter what it is. You know what you have to do. You know you more than anybody else. So you have to mirror everything of yourself, good or bad. It doesn't matter what it is or how you feel about it. You need to make the change for the better, because you're never going to get here. I'm telling you, you're never going to get here if you keep living like this. You have to readjust your life to align with the version of yourself you want to be, okay? Do you think the highest version of yourself will be sitting on the couch eating a bag of chips because they can? No. The highest version of yourself probably has their dream body. They be working out, they be going to the gym. That's a good example. Do you think the highest version of yourself is going to be screaming and crying and getting upset every single time something goes wrong? No. They wouldn't. They would figure out the solution. I'm not saying you can't be sad or upset, but if you keep paying attention to the 3D, aka your reality, and you keep fixating on certain areas of your life that is bad, that badness is going to keep showing up in your life. It's not going to just disappear, okay? Manifestation will never work if you're not able to realign yourself with your goals and everything that you want in this life, okay? You can't just sit around and think that nothing's gonna happen. But another thing is, like I mentioned before, not paying attention to the 3D or not paying attention to reality. When things go wrong, that's okay. If anything, that's good when things go wrong. We have to live in the unknown. If you really want a secret, this is like the key secret to how to be the highest version of yourself. You need to remember life is supposed to be constantly evolving. Do you think the earth, for example, looked like this 100,000 years ago? No. Did you look like how you look 5 years ago? No. So when things go wrong, it's okay to take a day to reallocate yourself and your thoughts and make sure that you're okay and take a mental health break. But are you going to take this one moment that happens to you and become a victim of your own reality? No. You manifest your own reality. Whatever you push out, whatever energy you decide to push out, that is what you're going to get back. You are a mirror of the world. For example, if you go to McDonald's and every single time you go to the cash register, you never tell the person good morning, you just give them their order and give them an attitude, and then you complain that they give you attitude too, or they always mess up your order, well, maybe because you don't respect them. It's the same thing with other aspects of your life. You can't keep doing the same things and expect a different result. It just don't work like that, okay? It really doesn't. And as well as life is supposed to be unknown. That's why you're supposed to treat people and things with positivity. So when things do go wrong, you have that strong rock of protection on yourself. You know that all the karma and all the energy that you've been given out has been positive. So when things do go wrong, you're going to actually know how to handle it and deal with it. I feel like a lot of people want to plan for every single thing in their life, and which is fine. It's okay to set up goals or realistic goals or even unrealistic goals, okay? You are the master of your own reality. You can do whatever you want. You can set up these goals and you can do all these things, but one thing I will tell you, nothing will work out for you if you keep planning for every single thing in your life, okay? The unknown is supposed to come at you. You're supposed to have bad days. You're supposed to have struggles to succeed. This isn't going to just come as easy as people make it out to be. I see a lot of people talk about manifestation in a way that, oh, I write it down on a piece of paper and it comes true. No, if you don't take action, it's not going to come true. And this is not me being discouraging. If you take action, you manifest, and you push out all the positivity that you can to people, that is the cheat code. Okay, that's the freaking cheat code. Like, that's how you become the highest version of yourself. Happy in a relationship, your dream body, got a house, got a car, got money. Hold on, let me put like a big money sign, okay? You got all these things that you've ever wanted because you align yourself with them. That's the only way you're going to become the highest version of yourself. It doesn't matter what you think it is. But my favorite thing I would say for myself about living in the unknown is that life is going to be different. Life is supposed to be a surprise. It's supposed to be filled with mysteries and secrets and things that you have to discover on your own. So I would say that is a blessing, okay? Imagine having a life with no change. In the Bible, actually, it says, a man with no changes fear not of God, because they have no changes. They don't think there's anything beyond them. And you don't want a life like that. You want a life that's constantly evolving. But of course, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit different, but I really love to sit down and talk to you guys about different issues or different topics. So if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you go ahead and comment down below. Don't be shy. And also, if you made it this far into the video, go ahead and comment a red heart down below. I want to see if you guys actually been messing with my content, if you like what you've been watching. But yeah, if you want to catch me any other place other than YouTube, you could go ahead and follow me on Instagram, or you can follow me on TikTok. I upload a new video every Monday and Friday, with the exception of ASMR Wednesdays if you're into that. But again, thank you for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed these tips and secrets in order to become the highest version of yourself. It is not easy, but it is simple, so please don't overcomplicate it. But yes, guys, bye.